Alright guys, how's it going? Awesome Soul here, and welcome back to Robocraft. Although, I'm sure what you're seeing on screen is a little odd, perhaps. This was footage I gathered from one of the Atlas Core group events. Basically, it's like a big community play session, I guess you could call it. They do post the times when they do these things on the Robocraft Reddit, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Basically, it's a lot of sort of fun, competitive, and then this kind of thing, where everybody buys the same bot and, well, goes to town. This, of course, is my Skyfoogle bot. If you don't know what the Skyfoogle is, at the end of the video, there will be a link to the video that it appeared in. It's a very interesting video, something that I haven't done really before that point, and ever since. Well, not necessarily. Anyways, the actual point of this video is I'm here to talk about the quality of life poll that was posted recently, and I will be giving my thoughts on what is contained inside. So, going down the list, I believe it might be random, because I checked on my phone earlier, and the list was kind of swapped around. Anyways, at least the way I have it currently is change the Protoseeker to include a life-stealing function. This is most likely going to be my top vote because, well, the Protoseeker is pretty much a useless weapon currently, and anything to help it out, any kind of rework, just to actually see this weapon rather useful in the game, would be really nice. A lifesteal weapon actually would be quite interesting. It would definitely create a whole new playstyle, come to think of it. How powerful would the lifesteal be? I assume it would still deal damage as well. Is it going to keep the same damage, like the pitiful current damage, but just gain this lifesteal buff on top of it? Would you possibly out-sustain your enemy, damage-wise? It would certainly keep you in the fight longer. Definitely if you're playing more of a supporting role, I could see that being quite useful. Just when you're not the main target, you'll still be pinged with damage occasionally. Yeah, it would be a great secondary weapon for a medic or a disc shield support bot. So, yeah, definitely gonna be at the top of my list. Anyways, we have improved the camera to eliminate the 1 degree dead zone when you aim directly above or below. This was on the last quality of life poll. It has been carried over, and my thought still stands on it, although I do believe I know what it actually is now. And do I think it's super important? No, not really. It would be kind of nice if there weren't all of these anti-air weapons, so, you know, aiming up isn't really that much of a problem. Because, like, you don't have to aim all the way up below your bot. Well, it's a very rare situation, and even then, it's not that big of a deal, so, I could leave it. Improve the battle score screen to offer a clearer and more meaningful information. This one is actually pretty important too. I've seen a lot of new players especially been quite confused by this. So, adding the tower cap score, like the crystal destruction score, to the actual list would be very helpful, because I've actually seen an interesting image on Reddit, and it showed, I believe, somebody with 0 kills and 0 healing. All they did the whole match was just constantly cap towers, and I think they got either top score or second highest score in the whole game. So letting players know that, you know, going for towers will increase your score is fairly important, I guess. Anyways, add an undo or redo button to the edit mode. Pretty important, although I don't really have too big of an issue currently without it, but sort of mid-range importance, maybe sort of higher mid. Add robot center of mass, total mass, and total health indicators in edit mode. This is actually something that I believe I suggested. Oh boy. Although, I'm sure it's not my suggestion alone. I'm sure pretty much the whole community has been wanting this for a long time. But this is pretty much word for word what I posted in the sort of exit question it asked you last time for the last quality of life poll. So, that's pretty cool. Do I want that more than the Proto-Seeker thing, though? I'm gonna go with Proto-Seeker on top for that one. Add paid name change functionality. Now, I know a certain someone that would definitely want this, but I'm quite happy with my name currently. Add the option to test drive a robot before buying it on the CRF. For free, of course. I guess I personally don't really have that much of a problem with it, just because I have so much money and so many parts, I can pretty much buy anything for 0 forge cost. But for those who are new to the game, or don't quite have a full inventory, then it would be pretty important. So, sort of lower, like mid-range importance, I would say. For me personally, of course. I'm sure you guys have your own opinions. Anyways, what do we have next? Add a system where crates can be stored and opened later. I know my friend Obelisk has been wanting that, because he is very impatient and does not like to spend the 5 seconds to open the crate. He thinks that's way too long. And a lot of other people have been saying that as well. I don't really have a problem with it, but it's a decent chunk of people, so I could see why adding that would be important. Plus, sort of opening all of your crates all at once would be a pretty cool feeling. Like, you know, alright, I'm about to head off for the night. Let me just open up all my crates and see what I get. Kinda cool. Add an option to increase the speed of crates opening. Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty much in line with the other one, or at least very similar. And add reconnect functionality for players that disconnect and desync from battle. Oh my god. I might put that above the Proto-Seeker change. That's very, very important. Proto-Seeker or desync? Desync's been desync's been a problem longer. So, desync on top, and then Proto-Seeker below it. So, that will wrap this up. Let me know down below what you guys think of these proposed quality of life things. Where would you rank them? With that, I've been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.